Hey guys, it's Loey. Today I'm going to be talking about products I regret buying. Things that I just want all of you to steer so clear from. And I don't think that'll be the case with all of them. Some of them just genuinely didn't work for me, but I have a little basket. I'm actually really happy because I don't have that much, but the things that I regret buying, I really regret buying. So we're just going to jump into it. Some of these things are high-end, some are drugstore. I think I have a fairly healthy mix in here, so let's just get into it. The first thing that I really regret buying is this Olay Fresh Effects BB cream. I'm not going to call names, but a certain duo of YouTubers were absolutely raving about this, saying how amazing it was, how it was just one of the best things ever, the bomb.com, if you will. And I got it. It's so awful. It has probably the strongest scent. It smells like a perfume. It's awful. And I think that's why it irritates my skin as much as it does. That being said, that is a personal thing. Some people love scents in their products, but what I don't understand about this is it doesn't cover anything. It has no coverage. It's tinted, but it doesn't do anything. As a matter of fact, I think it really emphasizes problem areas and makes them look a lot worse than they actually are. This duo mentioned using this as a primer. Can't see that. Even as just a BB cream, as a lazy day essential, what is it good for? It emphasizes the bad parts of your face, makes them look a lot worse than they are, and it offers no coverage. I don't understand who could even fake liking this. It's so horrible. This is the first thing. I hate it so much. I'm gonna give it to my mom because sometimes she has slightly more durable skin than I do. Maybe she'll have a different experience with it. I'm gonna warn her about what I experience with it and see if she still wants it, but I hate this. I really hate this. The next thing I have to talk about is the Prestige Against All Odds Liquid Ink Eyeliner. I got this during an Ulta haul, and I thought at first it got here and I was like, man, this is so little and cute and I'm gonna love it. And it's awful. It's the worst liquid eyeliner I've ever used. So you just shake it up. The size in the brush would be so convenient because the brush is perfect. It's just a little felt tip. But in case you guys can't already tell, look at how liquidy and watery that is. And when I actually put it on my eye, it turns out so watery and sheer, and it never dries, and it's so bad. This is one of the worst liquid eyeliners, probably the worst I've ever tried in my entire life. It doesn't dry, it's awful. I don't know anyone who would actually benefit from using this. I don't know anyone who would like this. It's a really awful bad product. Let's talk about two things that are very similar. Two things you would think I would have gotten the message from the first time around. The first is something that is so hyped up on YouTube, I picked it up immediately. And I wanted to love it. I really did. Sorry, Etsy was trying to make himself comfortable in a box on the floor. I wanted to love it. I really did. It is the Blushing Sequin Color Riche balm thing? I don't know what you call this. It surely does provide a pretty color, and it's a really light pink. Really pretty, would be nice for a lazy makeup day, except it's so oily and greasy on the lips, and on top of that it has this mild bit of shimmer to it that feels so gritty, and the grit stays there after the color fades. It's not moisturizing at all. It just feels like you smeared olive oil on your lips or something. It's so ugly and gross and not very pretty at all. I really don't like that. That being said, I for some reason got the high-end version, the YSL Volupte Sheer Candy. I have used this in one tutorial. One. You would think I would have returned it. I wanted to. They are essentially the exact same color, by the way. The Color Riche and also this one. But I got this anyways, and I hate it. It's the exact same thing. It's just greasy and it's not hydrating. The color really, oops, isn't that flattering on me. The packaging is insane. It looks beautiful on any vanity. What I will say is that this has fallen apart previously. The actual cap came detached from the insert inside, so I had to Gorilla Glue it back together, which is obnoxious. These are not hydrating. They're very greasy. They are identical. If you want to try one out, definitely try out the L'Oreal and try it for yourself. Decide whether or not you hate it or love it, whatever. Some people love those. I am not a fan. I do not understand at all. that being said, this is something that usually I do like. These are the jumbo lip crayon type of things. This one is from Ulta, and it's called Coral Kiss. I think my problem with this is with the color. Coral Kiss is not coral. It's like an orange brown. I like the fact that these feel a little bit minty. I like the actual pigmentation and the gloss on this, but I feel like this is not a good color, and this is not the color that it was on the website. It was much more of a peachy pink coral. So I'm not a fan of this. I don't think it's very pretty. It's very unattractive and unflattering on me. This, however, I'm probably going to pass on to my mom as well, and maybe she will like it a bit better than me. That's one of my biggest things. I hate when companies use a deceiving photo when you are buying something online, right? Like, it's so annoying and unprofessional, and it just drives me nuts. So I really didn't like that. I also did not like this Almay liquid eyeliner, and this is in the color brown. Yeah, just brown. My problem with this is not with the line that it creates. It's not with the actual fluid product, because that's very pretty. It's the fact that this stings so bad on contact with the skin, and I don't know why. I have tried an Almay eyeliner in the past. It was not this exact one. It was one of the eye enhancing ones. I wore it like every day during my sophomore year of high school. I remember for a fact I loved it so much, and I don't know where you can find it anymore. This one stings, and if you can see, it's bleeding. I don't really know if that's gonna pick up on camera, but it's bleeding into fine lines on my hand upon, you know, initial contact. What do you have? What are you eating? That is a paint pot. Again, this will be something that I'm going to pass on to my mom and see if she likes it any better than me, but I just don't recommend it to anyone at all. There are such better ones that, you know, are not nearly as fussy. The next thing, I feel like people are going to probably grab their chests and like have heart palpitations over, but I don't even know what he has now. The Naked Basics palette. Yes, I am saying it. I know other people have said it. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. These shadows are not up to par with normal Urban Decay shadows for me. I thought that from the very beginning. I think that Venus is one of the chunkiest, chalkiest, like worst blending eyeshadows in the history of man. I can't use it all over the lid. It's okay as a brow bone highlight, I will give it that, and as you can see I've used a crap ton of Foxy, but when you compare this to the Foxy and the Naked 2 palette, they're not the same. I feel like these are much harder to blend. They're not nearly as nice. I actually don't like the color selection that much. I hate Crave. Crave is the worst thing to ever happen. Can we just like get that out of the way? I don't understand this. I wish I hadn't paid $30 for this. I wish I had taken it back when I realized I didn't like it, but it was so hyped up on YouTube that I wanted to love it, and I hate it. So there's that. I don't like this at all. Last but certainly not least are products you can no longer get, so you don't have to worry about buying them. The Urban Decay Cream Eyeshadows. I wish I had never bought these. Urban Decay had a massive clearance sale, I want to say 2 years ago. That's how old these are. I know it's not good, but it shows you I never use them. So these were $3 a piece, and I picked up a ton of them. My first experience with Urban Decay, there is nothing wrong with these whatsoever. Pigmentation is fine. They dry just fine, even though they are 2 years old. As you can see, this is the color Whipped. It was really beautiful. I just never used them. And I find that the packaging concept is not very good. That's probably why they were discontinued. And I never reach for them. I never use them on camera. I don't use them in my day-to-day life. I really wish I had just never spent the money on these, even though they were really inexpensive, because they just sit and I have to throw them away fairly soon. So those are products that I regret buying and products that I think all of you should steer clear from. If you disagree, or if you have another product that you don't like, then let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and also give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. And until my next video, I love you girls so much, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye!